Last shot.
Bye. Ciao.
Catcha. A bit closer. A little bit closer. Morning, morning, English in the pocketers. So we're here in another, actually the first of the kind, because last interview was through Skype, and now here we are in 3 dimension with my good friend. How do you introduce yourself? Chico Abelha?
Chico Abelha, yes. Our listeners are from Brazil, Portuguese speaking.
I don't know, where are you
No.
from?
Where are you from?
Write it down, where are you from? You know, it's funny you say that because we started this group now in WhatsApp, and then I've searched for some communities, Arabic communities in Facebook, trying to learn their English and they wanting to improve. So there's people from all over the place basically.
Good.
So-
In your groups? In
yeah,
your group?
yeah,
Okay.
in the WhatsApp group we have people from
It's-
Indonesia,
it's
from
nice.
from South Africa, from pretty much all over the place.
I thought they were most Brazilians trying to learn English.
Well, they are.
Uh-huh.
Are you?
Are you?
No, I'm sure they are because we started this network here in Brazil. And the point is actually, it's good that you say that because one of the mottos of the English in the Pocket is like make a difference,
Unite.
unite,
Exchange.
and like change the world literally
You
by,
wanna change the world?
by
Really?
expressing yourself.
Well, okay. But first you express and then you...
Well, that's the
You
thing. The change the world bit is like comes from the point that you've like, okay, this sucks. I don't like that. I don't like this. So instead of complaining, we're going to express ourselves creatively.
Good.
So that's the motto of English in the Pocket because I also feel that most of us Brazilian, we don't speak good English good enough to engage in the international conversation that's going on at the moment. So like the youngsters in Brixton, they know what's going on in Australia with the youngsters in Australia, but they don't necessarily know what's going on in Brazil. And the Brazilian guys, they don't know what's going on. But yet, we want to copy people. We want to copy the guys from America or the guys from Australia or from the UK. So the point is like, we don't need to copy anybody, we just need to engage in the conversation. We have things that the other people don't have in terms of culture and talents, and I think we'll just get richer with that.
Okay. And don't be afraid to commit mistakes. We commit mistakes all the time.
I do.
And we learn by our mistakes. Don't
Yes.
forget it.
You're saying about speaking, eh?
About
Oh,
speaking,
yeah.
yeah. And also in life in general. okay,
Exactly,
yeah.
that's a very good point because most of us, I know that we can express a little bit already, but exactly, we want to sound perfect, and there's no such a thing. I mean,
Yeah, don't wait to be perfect to express yourself. Express.
yes, just say
Then
it.
you wait for the result, whatever.
Yeah, it's true. You know, I think that's a great way of learning because we help each other. And actually, you speak quite good English, man. Where did you learn?
I don't know.
No, but I mean, you travel, no? You live
I
abroad.
traveled a lot, yes. I lived abroad, but never in an English-speaking country, except for India. But in India, they don't speak
Is it
exactly
Indian English?
It's a little bit different in,
Yes.
in India.
So you really, you have never
No,
studied English?
I
formally?
studied English at school when I was a kid, about 10 years old. But the English they teach at school it's next to nothing. Yeah?
Yeah, it's very basic.
You really learn when you talk to someone, a native-speaking person, or as we are speaking here, in an international English. You can learn the international English with other people that are not native-speaking. Yeah?
Yeah, but you live in Canada. For
But
some while.
I read a lot. I love to read.
Ah.
I love to read. I love reading. Yes. And when I watch a movie, I put the subtitles in English. Okay, so that I can practice. I listen to English and I read in English. It helps a lot.
Don't you miss the scenes, the main parts, and you're just kind of there
Yes,
reading?
but I'm very much in love with words, and so I
Yes.
prefer to read the words. I will memorize much better. I will understand the context much better if I read what's going on.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. No, we
That's-
should put subtitles. YouTube, you can put subtitles in our speech, please.
Yeah.
I think there is that.
Yes,
automatic.
yes, you can count on that. Some people can help you. Anyone can help you. You go to translations,
Ah,
and you can do in his video. Anyone can do in your video.
I
okay?
see.
You know this? You
Well,
didn't
actually,
know?
I've seen ones that you can actually add
You-
manually. You can
You
put
can.
subtitles.
You can put in subtitles in your video, but anybody can put subtitles in your video.
Well, what if they mess up?
They submit it to your approval.
Ah,
Okay?
excellent.
Before publishing,
Excellent.
they will submit to your
So
approval.
this video could be subtitled in Indonesian or whatever language.
Also that, but
The point is
you
to put
rather
it in English.
yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
got you. Excellent. I didn't know they were allowing these collaborations. Excellent.
There's a lot going on YouTube.
Ah, so
We
I want
must
to
learn.
hear more about this because this guy, actually, I met him in a very different context. Nothing to do with YouTube or internet, but to do with actually nature. And when I met him, he used to live like as a hermit, I must say, in the top of this mountain. And it was when I was like, what? I was 18 or something when I met you.
You were a kid.
I was very young. And then later on, this man disappeared, and then he just gone, right? Nobody knows about him. And then he came back. He came back.
As a serious person, I came back now.
And he's doing an amazing thing. And if you look it up, he's got almost 200,000 followers on YouTube now. I was trying to find the title of your job. Like I said, what does he do? And
YouTuber.
no, I know. Okay,
Video maker.
Video maker, right?
Yeah.
But specifically, okay, I think I'd rather you say that. What do you do?
I make videos of the people, the simple people. I love the people that don't go to school. They learn by doing. They learn with their parents. They learn with the people around them. They don't need to go to school. So this is the countryman. In every country, there are simple people that they know much more about life than we, the urban people, know. Okay? They know how to build their houses. They know how to plant their food. They recognize the trees that are good to build their houses. They know when to plant. They know their medicines, the herbs, the plants that are good for their health. They don't need a doctor actually because they have healers. And so the videos I do are about these people. For me, they are the wise people I want to learn from.
So you mean you go about like finding like traditional
Yes.
healers, like you said?
The healers, the simple people that are still planting, they are growing with their hoes, how do you call it?
Hoes, yes.
With their hoes, they plant their food, okay? Only a little bit of what they use come from the city, from the stores. They produce most of what they use. They raise their hens, their pigs, their cows, and they plant their corn. Some of them also even do the flour, the corn flour.
The ground flower, you
They
said?
ground the flour, yes. And well,
Excellent.
for me, it's fantastic because all we know in the cities is to go to the supermarket and buy, and
That's right.
we don't even imagine where it comes from.
You might have heard that one, huh? The kid, the urban kid, said, "Where does the milk come from? It comes from the box."
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's-
But I mean, how do you find about them? How do you hear from them? These people, where are they? Because they are living supposedly outside society. They don't have phone. Most of them, no, they're just living there in the countryside.
Nowadays they have phones. They have
Okay.
cell phones, but just for getting calls, receiving the calls. Some of them they don't even know how to make a call. They only know how to press the button and hear from their sons and their relatives. How I find these people? if you
Yeah.
ask
How do
me.
you discover them?
I live in the countryside, and I speak their language.
Ah, you do live there.
I speak their accent. Well, it's been 40 years now
Yes.
that I live in the countryside, so I know a lot about them. Huh? I can speak like them. I can go to their houses, and they feel I am one of them. Okay.
Right.
I can disguise myself in what we call here caipira.
Right.
It could be the redneck or hillbilly.
Redneck, yeah. Countryman.
So I love these people. Huh?
Excellent. I mean, these people is you, isn't it? Like, because you are one of them in a way, no? That's where I met you.
When I need.
Like, yes,
I like a chameleon. I'd say. I can be whatever. Huh?
Yes, I mean, like, you are that man, like, 10 years ago in the sense. Now you're doing the bridge, I'd say. Now you're
Yes,
bridging
that's
these
it.
two worlds, no?
I'm bridging these two worlds because I know at this moment a lot of people are hungry for a simple life, for nature, for the basic and essential things of life. We are so disconnected what is essential to our lives, that we are becoming ill. We are getting ill. Actually, I don't think about the videos I make. I do because I feel the urge to make them. I feel like it's a compulsion to make it, to film this and to show to the world how beautiful can be life next to nature in a simple way without all this consumption, how to say?
Consumption, yeah.
Without all this
definitely.
crazy consumption, getting more and more things we sometimes we never use, we store in our houses and we forget about them, and the day we're gonna move to another house, oh, I still have this, I never use it. Things like that.
That's a very good point you mentioned that, because one side is like very low profile in the sense of material stuff, and the other side is actually the new technology which is allowing us to
Yeah.
see these things, you know. Because I remember some years ago, a politician saying,
Politician.
he was saying, or she was saying, I remember, that her desire, her wish was that everybody could afford to have a smartphone, to have a good computer, and all these kind of things. So from one side, there's this big campaign about get connected, get the good stuff, and then be connected, be in the world now, 21st century, whatever. And the other side of it, there is that, you know, simplicity and not having much, and
Well, you can have a tool, but it always depends the way you use it. Okay, a gun, a revolver is not bad in itself.
Right.
It depends on how you use it.
Right.
You can use the technology for the good, but you can use the technology to go into the deep hole and dark hole, and you never come back because you're gonna be addicted to it. You're gonna be a slave of it. So you can use it anyway. I think I use making videos, and it's a good way, and I love it. I love internet. I love YouTube, because this tool makes possible the bridge you told, the simple people and the people that are hungry for the simple life.
right.
It's
Yeah.
simple for me. It's so clear. I prefer to talk about the good things in life. Therefore, my videos are a success. I believe we can talk about the good things, and the bad things will disappear by itself.
Right.
They will die because nobody pay attention to it.
Right.
Okay. So many beautiful things happening in the world. Sunday morning we are here doing this interview with my friend. How old are you, Malakai?
10.
Show your face. You're 10 years old.
Yes.
You are helping us. You are working with adults. You are learning. Do you want better school than that? Is there a better school than this one? Learning with the adults close to you. What we see mostly today is the kids in one room, the mother in the kitchen, the father in on the TV set, or playing football, all apart.
Yes.
When we are together like this, wow, technology is making
true.
this possible.
A
I
good-
love it.
A good friend of mine says that we are being humanized through technology.
Of course,
And
we
it's
can.
and it's interesting because a few minutes ago we were just chatting up, but it was in Portuguese. That's why we didn't record. But Chico was telling me how therapeutic it is, this phenomena of you watching yourself, or watching your life, or a little part of your life, and reflecting back what you do, or somebody that you identify yourself with.
How I see these things. Yeah. Once you are connected to your mission, once you are connected to what you came to do in this life, and you express this, of course, it will contaminate. Is it the right word?
It will spread around.
It will spread around and will reach people that are vibrating in the same level of you. I don't know. When you are connected to it, when you do what you like, of course, other people will look at you and will feel well, because well, you are glowing with the energy of happiness. No? Who doesn't like to see happiness with this world in a chaos like it is? People are hungry for healthy environment, nature, and happiness. Okay, and the real happiness, I think, it is close to nature. Isn't it? Why, you live in the countryside, you know it. Huh?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
We do, don't we?
Yes.
yes. I have to come to the town because my internet connection in the countryside is not good. But if the internet connection in the countryside was good, I would remain there. I wouldn't come here.
Okay, so a few seconds for sponsorship.
Sponsor? Who is the sponsor?
Okay, because I remember you had also a radio program, no?
Yeah.
So there was already a broadcasting thing happening in you.
Yeah, my interest for these people is from a long time ago, and I always want to show, I want to share my findings with the world. Okay, I don't know, it's astrological. Maybe my Gemini is some position. I don't know, but I like to share the beautiful things I find, and this is my motto. Okay, I want to share the beauty I see around. I want more people to be touched by this beauty. That's what makes me. This is where I take my energy.
This is what drives you.
This is what drives me. Yes, that's it. I don't think I will do this. I don't plan anything. I simply do
Right.
what my intuition tells me to do. Follow your intuition. Connect to the heart and follow your intuition. Doors will open. That's how I work. And when I do my work, sometimes when it's done, I think I did it. I don't remember quite well what I did. I think I have help. I don't know who is helping me, but I'm sure I'm getting help from levels I don't know, I don't understand, I don't know names, I don't know anything, but I'm sure I'm not alone in this work.
So how did it start? Tell me the first video. How remember the first
The
video?
first video.